couple of numbers. With that number there, I get to do some number check here. And
Wait, does Feara have to like roll something or no?
Feara does not need to roll anything at the moment. It was DS that I
Okay.
wanted that D6 from. Because I'm
Okay.
checking on something. I think it'll have to be this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys see as this individual starts sort of wading in the water. And again, the pool is not deep, but this creature doesn't seem tall, and eventually finds solace in the embankment there. As they get out of the shallows, they sort of spit out water, look to the direction they were running from or swimming from, and they're holding it looks like a rapier, and they're just holding the weapon out, almost unbeknownst to them, you guys being there, and they're just waiting for something to arrive, almost like with concern in their gait as they move back. But yeah,
Can I
this
roll
happens
a?
like this happens well within an hour. You guys rolled well enough for that. But you guys could do any short rest features if you wished. You don't have to roll the hit dice because again we have a healer. And I believe Jeff, you had a question.
Can Alduin? Can I roll a stealth roll and try to sneak up behind whatever it was that just came ashore to get a better look at it?
It does not see you. It seems a little concerned about other things. You may go up to it.
Well, Alduin's going to do it very stealthily because he doesn't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, just go up to it.
And Alduin very quietly is going to take the dagger and kind of put it up underneath its neck with the blade facing.
Okay.
And just kind of stand there and lean in and go, "What are you running from?"
All right. Now roll the stealth check to see if they could do stuff about that. What's your bonuses?
Stealth is a. It says a 5, but it should be higher than that because it's a dex.
It would be +5 if you have dexterity. Do you have proficiency with
Here's
it?
my. I think so.
Proficiency is another 3. What did you choose your
Oh,
expertise for?
I didn't choose that one. That's why it's low. Okay.
All right. So yeah. Well, they still have to roll to see if they hear you. Eh. So yeah. You shave off a bit of the whiskers off this beaver, this anthropomorphic beaver individual that sort of is soaked wet and seems to be scared of something following it. And you say that, and they're sort of stunned. What was the question you asked?
What are you running from?
They begin to sort of stammer. Their eyes looking towards you. They have these deep, dark eyes, very similar to yours, very beady and small, comparably, but for their face and stature, probably on the larger side. Um, and they look at you. Uh, I was running from you. Um, and again, you can sort of assume this individual probably cannot differentiate the difference between a wyvern or a dragonborn or lizard folk. Uh, especially one that especially as many of them have a coat of scale very similar to you, to be honest.
Alduin's going to look at him and go, I am not those horrid creatures that have chased you. Those horrid creatures do not speak.
They do speak, actually. You would know that. They
I guess
even
Alduin would know
commanded
that.
them to do stuff. You would know.
And Alduin's gonna take the dagger away from his neck. And you just stand there and look at him and go, I am not your enemy.
Yeah, if you let go of his neck effectively from the blade, he sort of drops his rapier and puts his hands up, and he says, "Oh, you're the only one who has treated me with some kindness by not trying to devour me, so I can at least feel a sense of uh, warmth, I guess." They Are you sure you're not gonna kill me? They seem to not believe you.
And Alduin's gonna sheathe his daggers. He's gonna look at him and pat him on the back and go, pick up your weapon. Come, sit.
He grabs his weapon, stands up. He's looking back at where the tunnel that he came from, and he says, "We're not safe here. There's like..."
I will watch the tunnel. Go sit. There are 2 others over there where I came from. Sit.
Oh, okay. All right. He's like looking back and forth between you and this heavily armored individual, and then he eventually, trepidatiously, walks up to Nadine, who, I don't know, Nadine, what are you doing? What is Feara doing? You guys probably taking a short rest at this moment, trying to get a long rest, right?
She's laying at the ground, trying to fall asleep. Trying.
Okay.
Alduin's gonna yell back at the group, or at those 2. He is a friend. He is scared.
Nadine mumbles under her mouth. So a person can have some rest over here, it seems. As she gets up and looks at him and tries to maintain a neutral, professional face. Trying. She's trying.
Yeah.
She's looking at him and how could we be of assistance? Inside here, she's just wanting to go back to sleep.
The beaver just sort of lays, seeing that this seems to be like a protected locale, and they're just like, if that one's gonna keep an eye out, I guess a good rest would be nice for me. This heavily scarred individual, it looks like something has tried to bite them. But yeah, Feara, do you do something? Are you just hanging out?
Feara's just laying there, and when Alduin said he's a friend, he kind of looks to his back a little bit, but not fully to like show his face, and then goes back to lay to the ground to lay and then sleep.
Oh, like looks past their shoulder, not to turn around for
Yeah,
me. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, but not fully to like see their face. So it looks like a bear
So
facing
you
to
just
the
look like a
wall
bear,
with
like
wings.
if you were in the forest, you're playing it off.
Yes, yes.
You like full cosplaying. All right, gotcha. Full college mascot. Let's go. Um, all right. So, then if you guys just gonna,
While Alduin is sitting here
yeah,
at the watching, he's going, to like what you and I discussed, the whole wing thing, I'm assuming they would be proportionate to his size, correct?
Okay, so did you want the wings or the dual lineage? I thought you wanted the dual lineage.
Is that what I put on there?
I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, the dual lineage has not come in play, so it's easy to retcon right now. It's up to you. You could have the wings. You could have the flying speed. That means everybody in the party would have a flying speed.
Yeah, I'd rather go that route.
Okay. So, what's your resistance then? Your single resistance.
Necrotic.
Okay. Void, I'm assuming, or necrotic, full necrotic damage, because you can still do
Like
the
full
necrotic
necrotic damage.
full. So yeah, so if it's full necrotic damage, you have the stronger breath weapon, but if you do void, you have the sapping breath weapon.
Yeah, no, he's gonna do the full breath weapon.
Okay. So you want to do damage, you don't want to heal yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. So
But his wings would be proportionate to like his height, right?
yeah, they're relatively actually you're pretty big, so but you're thin to a degree,
He's
I'm
not that
assuming,
thin.
right? You're not bulky, right? You are bulky.
He's bulky.
That's where all your strength is in your wings, actually. All the muscle mass went to your wings. So yeah, just remember you have half your flying speed until level 10 as a dragonborn, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Half your
Good.
walking
He's gonna
speed
do-
is your flying speed. Pardon.
He also has wings.
Yeah, he had
Cool.
wings the entire time. He was hiding them really well.
They're underneath his cloak.
Yeah.
And
I do
he's
not know how
gonna
you have a cloak and wings simultaneously and expect to fly.
He's Batman. He's Batman.
but he's gonna take and kind of curl his wings out to like his side to stretch them,
Mhm.
and just kind of let him rest at like his side.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's when I say cloak, that's what I mean by his cloak. Like his wings are his cloak.
Oh wait, his wings are the cloak?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right.
That's so awesome.
Okay, we are not in a safe spot. And you guys want to take a long rest?
Working on it.
So how about this?
Oh.
I'll give you guys the option. You guys could either for every hour, you guys could take a Fey Affliction up to half the time spent here, or I could roll for it, see what happens. So you
Let's
guys
roll.
could take 4 guaranteed Fey Afflictions each,
Oh hell no! Roll for it.
Roll.
or I roll for. It could be Fey Afflictions, but it could also be like other things. Is the problem? I will say. Give me a second.
I still don't know what my Fey affliction is from last time.
Don't worry about that. I have the note somewhere.
It's
Somewhere.
Either way, Fey Afflictions again. As we do have a new player, they are not aware of this implication yet. Fey Afflictions are not excessively dangerous. They could be annoying, for sure. But in the planet Port, they have
like
sort of figured out how to get rid of those Fey Afflictions. So in your travels, probably dealing with the underworld and stuff, you probably have some of those radiation pills left. You at least do have the container that holds up to 5 for Alduin, because you get that when you enter the planet. and roll a d4 to see how many pills are still in that little container. Yeah, so you have 3. 3 pills that remove Fey afflictions from the planet port. That again are free whenever you go to any local store or vendor in the planet port, but the overworld, not the underworld. They don't have that shit in the underworld. So yeah, you guys could take the 4 Fey afflictions, or I could roll for like just see if you guys get interrupted. Again, I will reiterate this is a very not so safe location. The numbers are stacked against you guys. I'm trying to give you an out, while also showing Jeff the Fey afflictions so they could understand what I'm talking about.
Me too. I'm gonna take the Fey afflictions.
So we must all agree. Jeff,
Yeah, I'd take the Fey afflictions.
Fey afflictions. All right, Jeff, we'll go you first. Roll d100s one at a time for me, please.
How many you want?
4 of them, please.
But the way.
No way.
Very
Number
soft.
1 for the first time. Oh wow, hold on. N99, very nice. Okay, so
It always worries me when a DM says that.
a d4, please. 1 d4,
Oh,
Jeff.
God.
Okay, so that is 4 eyes in random locations in your body that sprout. Yeah, and all 4 of them, just like yeah, just like a beholder, are just on your head, like in different spots in an array. Very.
So if I take one of those pills, do they go away?
It goes away, yeah, and you can see through them easily enough. 47. Okay, you also have this aura of stench around you, and you do a d4 of poison damage to anybody 5 feet next to you. Okay. Number 3, he's right there. You do poison and electric damage to anyone 5 feet next to you. Okay. And you grow a second head that also has 4 eyeballs on top of that head. So you are full beholder.
Does it have breath weapon too?
No.
Damn it.
The head that pops out says, "Excellent, my time to reign will come soon."
Shut up.
That's what your second head says, as you literally
Alduin's gonna turn and look
feel
at it like, what?
heavy magic just after, like, it was subtle at first. Like, you felt like your vision was like quadrupled out of nowhere. You didn't understand it. Then you felt this like weird smell around you, but it was like a Chanel number 5, so you were cool about it. Then it started sparking up around you.
Oh, hey.
It was obvious when you saw your face within the 4 eyes that spotted just another jaw next to itself. It was very odd. You may take your pill. It'll get rid of all these things. But yeah, you seem to have like a mean second head just spitting out like curses and stuff like that. Like it's a dick. It's just like, oh, that water is dirty. What is that weird smell? It's just very annoying at this point.
Yeah, Alduin's gonna look over at it and go, "Bye, bitch," and swallow the pill.
Okay. The moment you swallow the pill, the eye stalks all seem to just drop on the ground. The electricity sort of is expelled outwards with this fog of green. And the moment you had bit into that pill, the second head sort of pops off of you, disinflates like a balloon flying around, almost comical, and it just kind of goes and it's out of sight after you hear the whistle as it's disinflating for a while. It's doing a bit of a no as it goes away. But yeah, that's cool. Sorry that you had to deal with 4 Fey afflictions at one time, but that happened. Who's next?
Me,
Go for
my
it.
turn.
Four D100s, one at a time, please. Okay, you're allergic to metal.
What? Well, yeah.
What?
Do you have hair?
Oh gosh, don't. Yes, I
No,
do.
you don't.
My beautiful hair.
You have disadvantage if you roll initiative and someone is drawing weapons around you. You have disadvantage on the initiative roll. At 87, you have a 10-foot blind sight as the hair that had fallen off of you collected over your face, and you now have whiskers. Like
I'm
a
fine
cat.
with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Your metal sword says otherwise because you have disadvantage on attacks while holding metal swords. And your sword is metal. Okay. Very nice. You may take a pill if you have them. If you don't, sorry. Nadine.
Yes.
4 D100s, please. As you too will get afflicted by the Fae. Do I want to
Wait for me
roll
to get to my...
manually? Yeah, I want to roll manually here. I'm gonna do it. I haven't rolled D100 manually in so long. Look at that. That's a perfect number.
Okay.
Okay, that's very useless for that guy. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. Okay, last one. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, alright, let's see what Nadine got. Okay, so Nadine now has disadvantage in sunlight, all attacks.
What does it have?
If you're under sunlight, you have disadvantage on all attacks or perception checks. You have become an underground dweller. You're also crying tears of blood, and if you hit anyone with a melee, you do a D4 bleed damage. Oh, nice. Oh, you turn invisible as an action, and you gain advantage on sneak checks that involve visual. You become predator. How cool. Roll a D6, please. Nadine.
Oh no.
Who do you fall in love with? Uh-oh.
No.
What?
The new guy. You see starry eyes on the Dragonborn who has just lost their second head.
Oh, please, it's just so fun to do.
That happened.
So Alduin's gonna kind of walk toward where he thought Nadine was, because I'm assuming that you said she turned invisible, right?
Yeah, just for like a second. It was like just.
Okay, he's gonna walk over to her, and he's gonna kind of bend down and look at her and go, "Are you okay?"
Nadine looks at him and is a bit red. And she's like, yes, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
I'm there.
The sweet voice comes out. I'm so mad.
Alduin's gonna look at her and just pat her on her head and be like, okay.
Excellent.
He's gonna walk over to, what was his name?
The
Turns
beaver?
invisible.
Bear.
Oh, Feara.
Feara. And he's gonna bend down and make sure he's okay.
Feara
feel-
silently crying.
You feel them approach once they reach 10 feet near you.
Wait, me? Feara?
Yeah, you have a 10-foot blind sight. You feel anything around 10 feet.
Oh. Okay, when...
So when Nadine goes invisible, you still know where they are. If you're within 10
That's
feet.
cool. That's actually pretty cool.
Nadine is now invisible because she's too red after the headband.
Every time Nadine blushes, she turns invisible.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Jeff.
Alduin looks at her and goes, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just crying that I lost my hair. That's it.
And Alduin's gonna kind of like rummage through one of his pouches and pulls out what looks like an old, like, farmer's cap, and just kind of puts it over his head, pats him on the head, and goes, "You'll be fine."
Thank you.
You put a farmer's hat
No.
on a helmet on a mascot suit.
Yep.
Cool.
A
And then
farmer's
he's gonna
hat,
go
right?
check on the beaver as well and make sure the beaver's okay.
Yeah, he seems to be itchy for some reason, but he's just like, yeah, my belt is annoying me for some reason. I don't know what the heck is. And he's just like biting at himself a bit.
Alduin's gonna toss him one of the pills, thinking it might be that. And he goes, "Here,
What's that?
take it."
He's looking around. You haven't killed him yet, but this could be poison. I can't see the dot.
I just took one.
Great
It's
land.
poison.
He's
Alduin's gonna pick it up off the ground.
No, he caught it. He would
Grab the
have it in his
beaver.
hand. He would have it in his hand. He's just making an insight check real quick. He does not know whether to believe you, but you haven't killed him yet, so he's just gonna take it. And yeah, he does feel better after a while.
And Alduin's gonna bend down and pat him on the head and go, "If I wanted to kill you, I'd do it with a dagger."
His eyes are wide. He's concerned again. So should we leave here? I feel way much better. Stretches real quick. This beaver is definitely a small individual. He rushes over to the edge just to look out, to try to get a peek around the area. He says,
Alduin looks at him and goes, "Come here." And
Yeah.
is he small enough that Alduin can pick him up in his hand and like lift him in the air?
"Sure, you could lift him easily enough. Yeah, why?"
Because Alduin's gonna go, "You're nervous about what's out there." And he picks him up, lifts him to where he can see, and just kind of rotates him so he can see as far as he can see from a vantage point now, and goes, "There's nothing there. I've been watching." And
Okay.
sets him down and goes, "You're safe."
All right. And again, he just goes to the wall. Again, now that he feels like he's less nervous for sure after taking a rest, and he's just prepared for anything to come through. But he's keeping a watchful eye as well. What the rest of you doing? What is Feara doing? What's Nadine up to other than blushing and turning invisible every once in a while?
Feara's having a crisis. That his beautiful, luscious brown, dark hair has fallen off from his head, and now he has whiskers.
Yeah, like this isn't the first time your hair has fallen off. Like a pill would almost always clear that malady up. But I don't know if you have any.
Have any what?
Do you have any pills?
No, unfortunately not.
Whoops. Womp womp. Okay. Well,
It's fine, I can deal with it.
yeah.
How he can't see. He's got hair in his eyes.
No, he has no more hair other than the whiskers in their face. That's it.
Mm.
Just a little. The whiskers aren't blocking their sight. They just have
Okay.
blind sight as well as their regular
Oh
sight.
god.
It's the rest of their hair that is gone, which is the problem apparently.
Wow.
But yeah. So what do you guys do after this? Where are you guys headed? Is Nadine
Well,
up to
Alduin's
anything?
gonna go help Nadine up.
Nadine looks at Alduin, how he handles the beaver, and she's like,
Alduin's gonna walk over and give her his hand and help her up. And be like, come, we must go.
wait, what?
Alduin's gonna come over and stick out his hand and help you up. And he's gonna tell you that, come on, we have to leave.
Yes. We have to leave. Forever. This place. She says, looking at him with starry eyes.
This is the best affliction ever.
Alduin hearing like her voice change from this like respected person to this like giddy little girl, he's just gonna kind of glance over his shoulder at her, and he's gonna kind of scoop his wing around her and just kind of walk with her and the beaver underneath his wings, and turn back at the other one and go, "You coming?"
Yeah, just give me a moment. All right,
We
I'm
ain't got a
coming.
moment. And Alduin's gonna start going to where he thinks where he feels like he can get the fuck out of here.
Sure. Where are we headed? Where are you all headed?
The nearest spot that gets him the fuck off this planet.
Okay. So are you going to the north, to the south? Is anyone else
Is there a
looking at
is there
Alduin
a
and
Nah.
saying anything?
Nadine is just cuddled up under his wings.
How are you being carried?
Yeah, she's like enjoying the ride.
Okay. So anyone with a flying speed is unable to carry anything else. I will say that right now. I hope you all understand that. The beaver, if you are flying, Alduin, will not be able to be lifted by you.
he's not flying, so what he did is he kind of like unfurled his wings again and kind of wrapped them around her and the beaver, and especially the beaver, kind of like
Okay.
keeping him from looking around.
Yeah, okay, now I
And
get it.
knowing
That's
that he's
fine.
kind of in an altered state, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna look after this one.
Yeah, okay. I was confused. I thought we were flapping our wings trying to avoid this water.
Oh, hell no.
The beaver jumps off your hands because he isn't disabled. so he doesn't like really require your help, and he seems to thrive in the water here. He's like, what are you doing? Let me go. He kind of just shimmies off of you after a second. Seeing the look upon Nadine's face, which is kind of difficult to look at because again they're wearing this massive helmet with this exaggerating feather on the top of it. Either way, they, I believe, Nadine or Feara, you guys tell me. You know, you were informed by your ally who sort of disappeared. If you go to the north, there's a swarm. That's how you get paid, by getting rid of the swarm. That's what your bounty is. If you go to the south, you'd have to navigate to somewhere else, but you don't really know what you're dealing with. You just know the direction of swarm. Also, you guys came from this part, and it's overhead, and it already closed up, so you guys can't fly past it unless you guys wanted to do a digging expedition of some sort, and I hope you have the proper materials. One more fact of the matter, you guys have items and weaponry, and again you're seeing an individual that is aiding you that does not seem to have magical items or weaponry. Do you guys have anything to share, or do you guys let the dude drown?
Weaponry.
I would like to now point out the Torment Trident loot that everyone should have access to, and if not, I'll fix it the next day because I don't have time for it right now. But most all that is in someone's hands, and if not, it is in the wand which reaches the pantry. So again, Feara is aware that there's a nice leather armor in there. Up to you to do something.
Alduin, knowing north
I don't know
would
any of
probably
this.
be the best way to go, he's going to start walking north. Because he doesn't know what the fuck's over there.
Okay. So yeah, would you guys have gone into the pantry and grabbed some stuff out? Feara, hint, hint.
Um. Wait, what was inside the one that reaches the pantry? I'm asking as the player.
I don't know. What do you want to give to someone? There is like, I don't know. What do you guys have that's here? There's a nice breastplate that does damage to things. There's that warhammer. There's a bunch of bucklers that can swing you 20 feet towards a place if it hooks onto something. Da, 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 da. That's not in there. There's a bow that does thunder damage. There's a spiked armor that deals a d4 of bleed damage to targets who do not disengage from you. I don't know.
I'm gonna ask.
you're gonna ask?
I'm gonna ask Alduin if he wants the spiked armor.
Can I wear the spiked armor?
Sure, it's a light studded. It's not magical, but it does a D4 of damage to anyone who literally does not disengage from you.
Is it
Send that in
classified
the
as a
chat.
light armor?
It is light studded.
Because the only armor I can wear is light armor.
You can wear light studded armor as well. That's
Oh,
still
can you?
under light armor, yes.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it should even be more than the regular light armor that you have now. Studded armor offers 12 plus your dex. Bless you, by the way. There's also like that buckler piercers. There's at least 2 more hanging around in that bag. I say bag. Would you grab one for your ally? Are you proficient with them? You don't need proficiency with that, but it is +1 AC, so it's nice. DS, would you grab that?
I'm proficient with rapiers, short swords, simple weapons, hand crossbows, and long swords.
Yeah, no, this item does not require proficiency to gain the +1 AC. All bucklers give you a +1 AC, and you could still 2-hand weapon all day long, or cast
really?
spells, or do anything like that. There's 2 of them hanging around in this place.
I asked Alduin if he also wants a buckler piercers.
Alduin's just going to kind of nod and not really say a whole lot because he's kind of on edge, knowing that there could be things around, and it makes him nervous.
Okay, Feara gives buckler piercers and the spiked armor to Alduin.
And Alduin is going to look at her, take her hand, or his hand, shake, and say thank you. And then he's going to kind of furl his wings in and be like, give me a minute. And he's going to go from his armor that he was wearing, and he's going to take it off. And being who he is, he's not shy, not anything. So he doesn't care. He's stripped and puts the new armor on and makes the point because, you know, he sees that Nadia is kind of flirting with him to kind of like when he changes out, he kind of faces her.
I will say leather armor is very easy to take on and off and is over your clothes. So are you actively undressing?
Oh yeah.
I kind of wonder what Nadine's like reaction when Alduin is doing this action right next to her.
Nadine is just staring.
And he is he's pretty big. He's pretty ripped. And he kind of takes the old armor and like sets it at Nadine's feet and again gets everything back on and kind of takes his claw and just lightly like boops her in the nose, and then throws her up in the wing again and begins to walk north because nobody is stopping said Dragonborn from going the direction he thinks is the right way.
All right. So again, maybe it's my fault, but all these items would have been handed to you before the long rest would have ended.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
So
it
how
doesn't
do I
make
change
sense
my
to you.
armor to the?
It's just a +1, effectively, to what your armor is
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Just write down the item, put it on your character sheet, just in case for any reason. Like if you ever have anyone disengage, you could point it out to me. Yeah. And if you're gonna put on the buckler, that's also a +1 AC.
Yeah, he's putting that on as well.
Yeah, and you can still two-hand weapon, because it is not a active shield that you're utilizing to defend.
And you said it's spiked
Passively.
armor.
It is spiked armor. Yeah, I sent the information on the Discord chat.
I'm just putting it in my thing so I remember that it's there.
Okay. But yeah. So do you guys? I believe Alduin was gonna go to the north.
Yeah, he's going to the north.
Okay. To the north.